Good afternoon, and thank you guys for coming out again. Before we talk about this week's game, I'd just like to thank everyone for coming out and giving us the support this past game. That's what it was all about. That's how college football should be. A.W. Mumford was packed. People enjoyed a football game that was very competitive. Unfortunately, we were not able to pull it off, but it was a great atmosphere. Great atmosphere for the players, great atmosphere for the fans, and a great financial box for Southern University. And hopefully we have 2 more home games. Hopefully we can get that same type of attendance. Like Chris said, we're going to Atlanta to play FAMU. Both teams are 1-2 and looking for their second win to draw even to continue their football season with good spirits. Hopefully we can go down and get that accomplished. We know we're going to have a lot of people from Louisiana, and also we're going to have quite a few people from the state of Georgia as well, because we got some players from there, and I'm from there myself, so I know we're going to have quite a few people that support.
Coach, how do you contrast in the pros when it's guys playing for money and maybe there's not the emotion, but in a college game where kids have so much emotion, they play a game like they did and they lose, to have to get them back up to play the next week?
Well, it's all about getting better week after week. Those guys know we had a lot to do with us losing that game. We were not able to capitalize on a couple field goals. We missed a couple field goals. We had a bad snap on a field goal and a punt as well. And let me tell you, our snapper works extremely hard. So it's not like he's going to hang his head because he knows he's going to have an opportunity to snap again this week. So these guys are working to get better. We didn't take advantage of a bunch of turnovers we had this past weekend, and we know we have to get better in that area. So all of those guys got a lot of pride. They know we should have been way ahead of that team because of where we got the football in terms of field position. So it's not going to be hard for those guys to get up. That's what they do. Jamie Payton, you see him play well every game. Demetri Rogers, you see him playing hard every game. So that's what these guys now are ingrained to doing.
Coach, the way your team played against Jackson State, do you use it as a measuring stick, knowing that they were one of the preseason SWAC favorites and you guys hung with them, toe-to-toe the whole way?
Well, right now I think they may be ranked #1 in black college football. So we knew the team that played against Tennessee State, we knew that wasn't indicative of this football team. Now that's who we were that week. We had turnovers. We had a lot of penalties. And that hurt us again this game against Jackson State. We had, I think, 9 penalties against Jackson State, and we had some turnovers. And defensively, we weren't able to get off the field as much as we would have loved to in third down situations. They were 10 for 18, and that hurt somewhat. So we know we're capable of playing good football. Now we just got to do it consistently.
Coach, defensively, you did create 5 turnovers. Was that something that they did, or was it something that your team was going after the ball?
Well, it's a combination of both. They had something to do with it, but I think we helped them. On one, the guy fumbled the ball before he even the quarterback fumbled the ball before he got it to the back. But they felt the pressure. They felt our defense. They felt our fans. So we had something to do with some of those turnovers, no question. And I like the way we're playing defense. We got to continue.
Is there more of an emphasis to try to get the ground game going, the rushing attack, just trying to find some more balance that will, help the passing game as well?
Well, we hadn't ran a toss. I don't think we've ever ran a toss since I've been here, and that was the first play of the game, and we lost a yard. So Jackson State didn't see us running a toss play to say they should have stopped that. I envisioned that being a huge play, and unfortunately it wasn't. On 2nd and 1, usually coaches say that's a gimme down. Let's take a shot. I was thinking they were thinking like that, so now I'm gonna try to pick up the first down so I don't have a 3rd and 1, and we try running the ball, and You know, we don't get 1 yard. So it's not like I don't want to run the ball. It's not like we're not working on it every day in practice, Tuesday through Friday. But it just didn't happen. I'm hoping it's going to click. We work extremely hard on trying to run the ball in practice, and I'm going to give it an opportunity in the ball game. But I'm not going to keep beating my head against the wall when I know we can pass the ball. Now, we had 7 drops in that game. That you can't do that. But those guys that drop the balls, those are the exact same guys that bust their butt, that work hard, and that made some great catches and some great runs. So I'm pleased with those guys.
Coach, will Hawkins play in this game?
He will be cleared to play, but I love Hawkins. I'm looking more for Jordan Bilbo to step up. Jordan did a heck of a job this past game. Even though he did not catch a pass, he had several key blocks that assisted the wide receivers that did catch the ball to gain extra yardage and also to score a touchdown. So Hawkins is a guy that will be frustrated if he found out today he's not going to play Saturday, so he shouldn't look at the news. But he's going to be cleared to play, but I'm probably not going to play Hawkins.
What about Nzikwe? I mean, he kind of provided a little spark in the run game. Is he going to get more playing time this week?
He provided spark in the passing game. Dre Joseph did a great job when they took our throws away from our primary receiver. He dropped the ball down to Nzikwe, and he made some plays. Yeah, he'll get more playing time. Nzikwe is the type of guy, if given an opportunity, he may be one of those guys who could make guys miss more so than the other backs that we have.
Do you have any idea how many pass plays you guys called in a row over one stretch of time during the game on Saturday?
Lots. Yeah, lots. I know Coach J say, Stump, you was a running back at one point in time in your career. So yeah, I know I called a lot. I wasn't counting, but it was a lot.
Do you sometimes just have to run a play just to keep them from teeing off the pass rush?
Well, I did the very first play of the game, and it was 2nd and 12. The next play on my play call sheet was a run as well, but I couldn't because it was 2nd and 12. I was anticipating maybe 2nd and 3. So I want to run. Now it's you know, like I said, it's 2nd and 1, and now it's 3rd and 2. So it just didn't happen for us yet, but it will.